The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Hear the words you say sometimes? I mean, who talks like that?
98 KUPD.
Time now for Brady to give you all the news that only Brady knows. We call this the Brady Report, brought to you by our friends at Hooters. Delicious wings all day long. Great beer prices all day long. TVs everywhere. Baseball, sports everywhere. And it's Taco Tuesday. Is that today? Is that all Tuesdays? What's the date today? 24th. It's Taco Tuesday. Okay, yeah, today counts. Hooters Original Buffalo Chicken Taco tastes great with an ice-cold beer. I bet you that's a fact. Thank you, Hooters. It's time for the Brady Report. Brady, report it.
Good Tuesday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world!
Hi.
Couple of Tuesday fun facts. The bass line from the White Stripes song, Seven Nation Army,
So stolen from something.
wasn't played on a bass. They used a guitar that was lowered an octave.
Oh.
When you lose weight, you breathe out the fat as carbon dioxide.
Ah. That's what it turns into while it's boiled up in your body, huh?
Kind of like
Cool.
John Coffey. You're taking out bad.
Dead tired, boss. I just need a nap. I lost 4 pounds today, boss.
Maybe that's why people say, man, the air is thick today.
Dog tired.
Is that it? Fat
A lot
air.
of fat in the air.
A lot of fat air. That's a problem, America. You're sucking in everybody else's fat. Stop breathing.
Stop breathing your fat on me.
Immediately. Stop breathing.
Americans pronounce Adidas wrong. It's Adidas,
No, it's not.
not Adidas.
You were making this.
Nope. Adidas.
Are you going to start saying it that way?
Yep.
It's
Yes,
almost like
of course he is.
word props.
People
Everest.
will hate you.
Yeah, no one will like you. Everest and Adidas.
Dr. Jekyll.
No one wants to hear that either, Brady, in the future. It's like, I was wearing this Adidas. You know.
What I have on?
Adidas tennis. Is it it's a Middle Eastern thing, isn't it? Or was it Greek?
I think
or
it's
something?
German.
Is it?
But it's been Americanized into
It's Adidas.
Adidas. People will think you're special.
Yeah. If you start wandering around with Adidas.
This is my Alsatian.
That's a German Shepherd.
I'm in an Adidas tracksuit,
This guy's retarded.
and I plan on climbing the 7 summits, starting with Everest.
You're an idiot.
Now, back to my book, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, yeah, he's special.
I gotta stay away from that.
Get an ice pack for that guy. He's in protocol.
According to a new survey, 44% of the people say they've gotten revenge on a coworker for something they did. 44%.
I want to hear some tales. How'd they get revenge,
Make
Brady?
sure that person got worse tasks to do
Oh,
or fewer tasks to do. Spread a bad rumor about them.
Ooh, that's a good one.
solid.
Quit their job in an unconventional way. Hid that things the person had. Hid things. Got them fired. Sabotaged their work. Tampered with their computer. Used private info from their social media against them. Deleted things on their computer.
What can we use?
I don't know. Ratings.
Yeah.
Our revenge comes out every week. Losers.
Well, you guys are real vindictive this week.
Yeah, crushed you last week. Revenge. For you even sniffing my money.
According to a new study out of Penn State University and Brigham Young University, your marriage doesn't peak at the beginning. It's good at the beginning, then it gets kind of tough. Then after 2 decades, it gets better than ever.
Really?
They're saying their marriage, after 20 years, you're happier than you were when you were newlyweds.
This is brought to you by some religious group that hates divorce.
Penn State and Brigham Young.
Yeah. Yeah, Brigham Young's trying to convince you. Trust bad for like 11 and a half, but after that, second decade.
Which
tolerate her for 9 years and then see if it gets better. No thanks.
This is an example. This couple was married for 8 years. Wendy Dennis of Molino, Florida. She and her husband were married for 8 years, but he was done. So last Tuesday he went to a lawyer, got divorce papers. When he came home with the papers, gave them to Wendy. She responded, grabbing her rifle out of her car and shooting at him.
He made the right decision.
She missed.
Get away from her.
And the guy locked himself in their house and called 911. She was arrested.
They were in that downslide, that middle downslide.
Yeah, that part. But if it could just stick out the attempted murders for another 7 or 8 years, Brigham Young says things are going to get great.
You know their problem? They probably weren't tithing enough. If you tithe enough, your marriage is strong.
Makes you happier right from the get-go.
God would make it so your wife isn't a homicidal maniac when she gets bad news. Yep, that's it. And I'm so sick of everybody saying that to people. It's like, oh, your marriage at first is great. Then it gets real tough. No, it doesn't. Only the cruddy ones do. And you can work through it. It'll get tough once or twice. You're going to have battles. But if it's getting to the point where you're miserable, leave.
Personally, for me, it was just having the baby thing.
Right. And
because a woman is a little
they're crazy. We've been over this. Sure, you're going to have a tough run here and there. But if the marriage is hard and not just the circumstance, if marriage is tough, if every day is a slog, and it's not because of anything like a kid or an event that's occurring, an illness,
if you ever go home and dread seeing that.
Right, just because you're married, then get out of it.
Another couple, John, was 3 years away. They've been together for 17 years. Gregory Carney of Sebastian, Florida. He lives with his 52-year-old boyfriend, Larry Timmerman.
Can't speak to this.
Well, Sunday afternoon, they got into an argument, and Gregory knew he could really get under Larry's skin by playing his big mouth Billy Bass over and over.
Gays with a big mouth Billy Bass?
Yeah.
It's a new style of gay.
Larry grabbed the fish and put it in the trash, but Gregory fished it out. And then he threw it at Larry's head. So he was arrested for domestic battery.
It's two gays in the same house with no eye for fashion.
17 years together. They're going to patch it up.
A listener messaged us saying that Adam Sandler says hibbity-dibbity in the movie Big Daddy. That's probably where Brady got it.
Oh, worse.
That's not where I got it.
Yeah, but just check your etymology.
That's where the source
Ronnie makes you watch all those movies.
Oh.
I
can see it.
Then you just watch the Magnificent Eight or whatever the hell it is on there.
The Ridiculous
Six.
I haven't finished it yet. I'm still halfway.
To have to say all of the bad words the hibbity-dibbity will do.
I don't know if I went halfway for about 2 months now. So I gotta
halfway through Ridiculous Six.
Yeah.
You made it through.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to sit through that. You got to hate watch that.
I want to
do it. Hibbity-dibbity, get on it today.
Astronomers have always wondered what the atmosphere around the planet Uranus is made of, and a team of researchers just figured out it contains hydrogen sulfide, the same thing that gives you rotten eggs and a gassy smell. So Uranus smells like farts.
Big on the
atmosphere.
Of Adidas, but Uranus, you won't let go. Uranus smells like eggs.
Rotten eggs.
Adidas.
I've got some Culkin news.
What? Oh, no.
Yes, Culkin news.
Oh, my, fans. Woo! I've got some Macaulay Culkin news.
Oh, yeah. Time to check in with Hardwood's first family, the Culkins. I'm your host, the Ultimate Warrior. Let's find out what Macaulay and his family are up to today.
Thank you, Jim. Macaulay Culkin was on Ellen yesterday.
Culkin on Ellen.
And he says he doesn't watch the movies he did as a child actor. In fact, it's so much that he refuses to ever do. If you ask him to do the Home Alone face, you'll get a knuckle sandwich from Culkin.
Dare him to give me a knuckle sandwich based on the love of Home Alone.
You should have trained him, Warrior. You should have helped him out with the gym.
For dropping idiots who ask him to be Kevin from Home Alone when he's clearly Macaulay.
And that's
It won't be tolerated.
fans, that's your Culkin News.
I'm coming for you, Hulk Culkin.
Dingo Warrior.
There he goes. He loves those Culkins.
And Hulk Hogan.
And Hulk Hogan, of course. Can't forget that. That makes sense to 5 people. And it's still fun to do.
It's the greatest 5 people ever.
Yeah, they're just people who are smart. If you didn't get
Maybe
that,
they'll
it's because
spread
you're
the
not
word.
smart. It's too hard to spread the word. Oh, no, you get it. Look, evidently Jim Helwig couldn't say Hulk Hogan, and they were making fun of that, and it turned into Culkin, and this was years ago. And anytime they have Culkin, you should listen to Matthew Blades.
This Eastern Indian kid got into a fight. He's 19 years old, got into a fight with another dude in his village. He was sent to the Anand Rishi Hospital because the dude took his car keys and used it on the kid's head.
Ooh, stuffed him in his head.
Here's how he showed up at the hospital.
Oh, buried it to the entire key is in his head.
Yeah,
in his
all the way
skull.
up until the
He's got one of them
to the base of the key.
Those creme brulee skulls we were talking about yesterday. Wow. And he's okay?
He's okay. The surgery lasted about 3.5 hours.
That is a deep shot with a key. Whoa. We're not screwing around. That's all the way in. Take it to the base. And that's in India?
Yeah.
That's a John Wick thing, isn't it? Wasn't that in John Wick? Use your key against
Oh, yeah, key for fighting. I don't remember him jamming it in anybody's head, though. Oh,
That's part 3.
that's awful. It's right there in that soft top notch there where you got a little bit of...
In Castle Rock, Colorado. The folks that live in this neighborhood are upset. They went to the HOA meeting, complained about this house. It's a 7,500 square foot dwelling, loaded with a pool. It's a very nice setup. Well, the neighbors are upset because one of the neighbors got an invite to a party, or saw the invite to the party that they're throwing at it was called the Thunderstorm Play Palace. 400 guests were invited. 35 couples have already confirmed that they will be there, and they've had this party here in the past. It's a sex party. The invitation said that donations are taken at the door, $70 for couples, single men, and
Donations
women.
for what?
Yeah, it's donation because
It
You
can't
can't
charge.
take a fee.
it includes
DirecTV or something.
food, alcohol, complete with a vegetarian menu, and a chocolate fountain, and everyone hooks up with everybody. It says bring your own condoms, show respect for the new furniture.
Very
Folks,
responsible.
That's a HOA.
Why is the HOA upset?
Because they don't want
Traffic.
these kind of parties. They believe
It's too many people in the neighborhood all of a sudden.
the police responded and said,
Not doing anything
we're
wrong.
working with the neighborhood HOA and city officials to investigate the issue, but the party organizer is not breaking the law because he's only taking donations. The events are contained in the privacy of his home.
Nothing you can do.
Thunderstorm Play Palace continues.
Suck it, HOA.
That's right. Take that, HOA. Embrace it or ignore it. That's your job.
John was hoping to get an invite to his neighbor's
We have a
little
house
party.
This house in our neighborhood. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, I was. The house in our neighborhood has been sold and remodeled, and it's probably, God, this thing's got to be about 6,500 square feet. It's on top of this hill. Views of everything. It's gorgeous. And but it needed a ton of work. Well, somebody did a ton of work, and we're like, finally, somebody's making that little mansion up there is nice. Dude rents it out for super parties every weekend. This thing is just gangbusters. It's got this probably 3,600 square foot rooftop, and it's just going on Friday and Saturday. I'm like, I'm going over. One of these nights I'm just going to wander. I'm just going to crash a party. Because who cares? I mean, this thing is massive. There's like 30 people there. They want the more the merrier. This is it's
One of the
receptions.
neighbors
It's
that did not
awesome.
go to the party did observe some of the people that went to the party and said some of them were so old they struggled walking up the stairs.
That was after. They just
This was
struggled
at the
after.
Castle Rock party.
Mm-hmm.
And then said, the food was provided. She did notice
Porkopolis.
people were bringing in, she noticed 4 crock pots
That was
being brought in.
that's nice. Potluck.
Brady gives discounts for sex parties.
Yeah. Brady, will you cater a sex party?
You have to stay, too.
If they called and said, we're doing a pagan sex and we want some pork.
Sure.
You would?
Yeah.
They want you to stay, though, and serve.
I
But you're
probably
not going
won't
to
be
have
able
sex.
to stay.
You're going to sex, but you got to be there. They want somebody there all the time.
I probably won't stay.
What's your price?
They wanted you to set up. Yeah, how much would it cost?
I could ask to see if someone would stay.
Set up a booth like
Why
you
wouldn't
do
you
at the
stay?
thing.
I'd stay. Let's see.
Why wouldn't you stay? Yeah. Just serving, just
$5,000.
slinging head.
I'd stay for $5,000.
So it's not a moral thing.
I'd serve those people.
What if it's one of our special
They
listeners,
still eat.
Brady?
Yeah, they need to be fed. I'll serve them.
You don't have to bang anybody, but you just got to be there to mind the food.
You sound real happy about it. Yeah, I'll serve them.
I'll do it.
Would you not look
Why do
forward
you
to that?
hate
I think
sex
that would
so
be
much?
such a great party to go to, and you seem like this is a bad day. I would
Well,
call all you guys. Guess what I get to do?
Sex party was, you said sex pagan party. I don't know if I'd enjoy
Oh, the
that so
pagan
much.
part.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Why not?
Well, it
dancing
depends on
around.
how pagan-y it gets. I mean, if they're, sacrificing animals and stuff like
Well,
that.
that's illegal. I'm just,
Yeah.
pagans, they celebrate
But you're okay slaughtering pigs.
Yeah. That's a good point. You're bringing in dead animals, too.
I don't slaughter the pigs.
You bring them in after. It's even worse. You're a
But
cadaver
I
hauler.
did go to a luau, and that took it to a different level. That was interesting.
Yeah,
real
where you
dead
can
pig.
see the pig. Yeah.
So how's that different? What if the pagans just want to cook a lamb and they want it fresh?
Well, then they won't need me.
No, they like your food, too. But part of their ritual is to
But
prepare
I
next week's
said
dinner.
I'd do it.
But the pagan part bothers you. Kind
At
of like,
first, it sounded, you're
gay
painting
cakes.
a picture that would be weird stuff.
how about
going
this? A gay wedding reception sex party.
on. Absolutely.
You would go to that?
Yeah.
Full out, man on man, beholds akimbo, and you're serving
Well,
pork.
I'm not going to watch that.
It would just be within eye shot. It's everywhere. You're going to see it.
Huh.
You have a
Well,
higher price for that?
I probably would take a look,
You'd watch. You could. Bunch of strapping gays just pounding each other after a big wedding and eating your pork.
Order it up today.
I'll
Request
be
Brady.
there. Yeah, I'll bring you food.
Business, and you want you to stay.
Even if he's just setting the food up
Right.
and you're
Oh,
there in your
yeah.
outfit.
I'll set it up. If I decide to stay a little bit longer,
You're going to
maybe
see,
I will.
like, while you're setting the sternos up, you're going to see a man gobbling another man.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Bring it on in here, Brady.
Make sure I light the right sternum.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hey, Pork Man. I can't look at you right now because you got half a woody. Hibbity hibbity.
You're doing the hibbity dibbity over there.
That guy took his hoo-ha, put it in his hibbity dibbity.
A little tippy with a BJ.
I don't have any cash because, as you can see, I don't have any pockets on my legs. But there is one way I can tip you.
That'll be fine, sir.
How about a slider?
Yeah.
Please, God.
Please let the gays start loving pork. Make Brady one of
I'll
Brady's
serve
two
'em up.
restaurants. I know you will, but I want you to have that dilemma in life. That one of the Porkopolises is full gay. And it has to cater
right.
to it's just full. I know it's an all right, but it would still deep down and be like,
I wish my place wasn't just gay.
deep down you would hate it, but you would take the money.
I wouldn't hate it.
You would hate it.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. No families come to your place anymore. It's just all gays all the time. It would be miserable for you. You can't relate to it. Don't act like it would be something you can get along with. It would be brutal.
Get along with them all the
You
time.
get along with gay people. I'm saying you wouldn't want a room full of gay
Like if
people
it
every day.
changed, if it was
If
an
it was a
all-gay
gay
business?
barbecue, yes. If it was known as a gay barbecue, it would drive you nuts.
Like the gay
I don't
Denny's?
think it would.
Of course it would. If you said, "Oh, that's the gay Porkopolis," that would be the one you're like,
Well, they're nice people.
but it's not your goal to open.
Good
Why not?
customers.
Yeah, great customers, but it's not your goal to open a gay bar.
Do you think the gay Denny's wanted to be the gay Denny's?
No. You think Denny's is like, well, put a homosexual Denny's here on 7th Street in Camelback. Only catering to homosexuals. And they'll be so rampant, the homosexuals, that normal people won't want to come in. That's right, I said normal people.
But thank you for the business, gays.
But the gays, you flood this place. Flood it like your boyfriend's throat.
Did you see?
We're gay, Dennis.
Just paint gay over it. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't cater specifically. It would bother you.
Sure would, John.
It would. It would bother any business owner that you've become something you didn't try to become.
Don't you think the gay Denny's should just embrace it more?
I think they
Just
should
start
have gay
making a
written
rainbow
on it.
sign.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
like, just own it.
Yep.
Short shorts.
Tons of gay. Moons over my hammy. is just completely like delivered by some guy in all pastels and Dolphins gear. If you order the Miami thing, he comes out South Beach. Just gay it up, gay Denny's. You're the gay Denny's. Google search gay Denny's. It comes up.
Does it really?
Yep.
Hold on.
Everyone knows gay Denny's.
Gay Denny's Phoenix.
I don't even think you have to write Phoenix. I think just because you're in the...
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Right on. First search. Now do gay Porkopolis and let's start a thing.
Gay Denny's, 7th Street, Camelback Road.
Yep. It's the gay Denny's.
Harley Davidson is seeking paid interns willing to spend their summer riding around on motorcycles and chronicling their experience on social media.
Yeah.
So you get to ride around. It's a 12-week program. Full-time intern. You're paid to travel.
Brett Vesley.
There you go.
And you get to keep your bike at the end of the 12 weeks.
Glorious.
Dick
You've
Mid,
got
I
until,
do not recommend
Yeah,
for
don't
that.
do that.
Applications are being accepted through May 11th.
Yeah, after Porkopolis went all Spanish, like you had to change the menu to Spanish, all the signs on the windows were Spanish and stuff, it would be like, as the owner, like, this wasn't what I was shooting for. I'll take the money.
Google gay Porkopolis.
Yeah. Put it in there.
We've got one radio video. It's this couple that lived in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Shot a video from his patio catching a water spout over the ocean. They had tornado warning going around
Oh, I
there.
think I saw this. Yeah, this was when the storms were brewing through. It's pretty neat how these things start up, though. You just...
We got a water spout in the making. We got a water spout in the making. And it's coming ashore. There it is.
It comes in about 32 seconds.
All right.
You can see it kind of going over land and then it kind of dissipates.
Gotta listen to her.
Is it Cussy?
No, well, I took care of it.
Oh.
It's a little scary.
It just looks like a storm right now.
That's right where we were talking that it was going to form.
Hey, a real meteorologist.
Yeah, there it starts dropping.
Here it comes.
Well, it goes, but there it comes ashore.
And it's basically an upside-down tornado in water, right?
Scary.
Yeah, it just sucks up the water instead of the
It's
ground.
going to hit that right around that building.
That's a big
Watch
Feel
the
wind?
debris start
Wow.
Cool. That's neat.
Look at that. Let's see if it continues.
Send this to the news.
You feel the wind?
Hey,
We need to send this to the news.
Yep, there it goes.
you idiots might want to run. It's like it's kind of coming towards you.
Honey, that's a tornado now. Look
It's
at
a
it.
water spout
It's a tornado now.
that has come ashore. There it is.
Just
Oh
shut
my
up.
gosh, that was scary.
Just
Look
shut
at
up,
that house
please.
is on fire.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
That'll start on this side of the bay.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Get inside. Look at that thing.
There.
It's coming right at us.
Look at that.
Pretty cool.
He's out.
Of course he is. He's from Florida. That's great stuff.
Get in the house! Get inside! We ain't got no wheel.
It goes right by him.
That's cool. Well, I don't know who God was punishing that day, but
Oh, there goes
Well
the boat.
that guy in a boat
There goes the boat.
thinking about blowing his boss or something and had to be punished with a water spout.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Another reason not to live in Florida. Boy, it's just a pile of reasons.
Great place to visit, though.
Oh, it's a great vacation spot. They've got beaches.
Watch
and
the electrical
right
line.
before you get to know everybody, you can fly away. Or the horrible hurricane or water spout that destroys the entire community. Florida. Why? It's 7:51. There you go. That is your Brady Report, complete with the gay Porkopolis, which now is going to bring you later the entertainment drill. I would love though.
Which one should we deem the gay Porkopolis? The Scottsdale location?
Scottsdale would be a
or
better
Taylor?
gay one.
Scottsdale?
Yeah.
It's too far north, isn't it?
Gays can find it.
Can they? All
You can
right.
travel around
It's a
that
good area.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
For that.
Chandler's more families. Scottsdale area is more, you hustle bustle.
Either one's open for business.
I know. Oh, you'll take gays. Nobody's trying to make you bigot. It just wouldn't be your optimum end to your deal. If Porkopolis was synonymous with gay
John,
pork.
all customers are welcome.
Of course they are. But if they took over, you know what
There's
I'm saying.
the lady from the
Right.
Poltergeist again. All are welcome.
But only the gays are showing up.
I know. All are welcome. Where's the rest of them?
Come on, all.
This isn't a PETA jungle. I don't know why they're all coming here. We didn't even have hummus.
Even better, it's a gay bear hangout. That's just a bunch of
they're
big old dudes. I have to wash my hands. I've got Kevin on them.
Their money's green, their money's green, their money's green, their money's green.
That's right.
That's right. That's all I need to worry about. It's 7:52. Pagans, if it took over with pagans, you'd be a little worried.
All customers are welcome, John.
But if it was taken over by Satanists, you'd be bothered by it. If it made all the customers feel uncomfortable because there's so much Satanist pagan stuff going on in your Porkopolis, but the business is thriving, you'd be in a quandary. You know it.
Whatever area of town, if that was a heavy pagan area and that's
they
the customer base,
They're
then
coming
so
all
be
the way.
it.
They're traveling in. They're pushing out the regulars. It's true.
We could have a fun little summer solstice party.
I'm not going to that. Your hellhole of pagan rituals. That's crazy. So there you go. Brought to you by Hooters. That won't be taken over by the gays anytime soon. It's 98 KUPD. Thanks, Hooters.
The best the world has to offer in music, drama, and comedy.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.